day, folks. It's a glorious autumn day here in Toronto, middle of September. Beautiful weather outside. Unfortunately, my popcorn maker doesn't feel the same way. We've had this about 2 years. It's a Nostalgia brand. It does a good job. What it does, there's an element, heating element. I don't know if I can plug it in so you can see. Which heats up, obviously. And it has a little spindle here in the middle attached to a motor, which will turn this blade to keep the kernels moving around so that they don't burn. Now, unfortunately, this is loose. So I'm hoping that if I take this apart, I'll be able to attach this spindle to the motor again, which allows us to make popcorn. I mean, we make popcorn every once in a while, better than chips. Not sure if it's that good for you, but it is better than chips. So let's take it apart. So I see a Phillips head screwdrivers, Phillips head screws here. So, however, I've got a grill attached here. I've got the elements. So I'm thinking we need to, the screws are here at the bottom. We need to open up the bottom to get to the inside here. So, wait, what is that? Can't see. Hold on, guys. And girls, sorry. It's a triangle screw head. Who does that? Who puts a triangle screw head? I've never seen a triangle screw head. Sure, you can use Phillips. Robertson here in Canada is most popular. Flathead, even if you want. I haven't seen those in years. Torx, Allen head. But a triangle? I don't even know if it's called a triangle. I don't have a triangle. This isn't going to work, is it? Yeah, not even close. I have these screw head extractors for strip screws. What do you think? What are the odds? What are the odds? This isn't going to work. Hold on. I need to attach it to this. Nope. I'm going to attach it to it. It's too long. This will work. You know what? I don't want to strip this. You know what? Let's just order some triangle screwdriver heads from Home Depot. And then we'll get back to this. Unbelievable. For Pete's sake. Why triangle screw heads? We'll pick this up again, I guess, tomorrow or the next day when the Amazon delivery comes. Okay, so the triangle bits came from Amazon next day. I certainly hope that one of these fit. Oh, yay. Okay. Let's open this up. I expect to find a transformer which will step down the voltage from 120 to, I don't know, 9 or 12 volts. I expect to find a bridge rectifier which will convert the AC to DC voltage. And let me get out of the way. I expect to see a capacitor in there, which will smooth out the current. I don't really want to go into a electronics presentation here. My knowledge of electronics isn't that great. I'm not an expert. I know just enough to be dangerous, I guess. I'll post a video on it, and I'll attach a link when I do. We should also see a small little motor in there. Turns, I don't know, 10, 12 times a minute, so that's probably the RPM on the motor. So what do we have? This was loose. Is this all it is? If this is all it is, that's fantastic. Oh, I see. This is going to be easier than I thought. It looks like I think all we really need to do is it screw in? It's going right through. There's the screws. Here's the bolt, which I assume attaches the spindle to the motor. But where's the nut to it? Let's make sure this thing turns. I'm going to plug this in. Keep an eye on here. Okay, so it's turning. Looks like this was threaded. That's not threaded. I think all we really need to do is find a nut that fits this screw, I guess, during manufacturing. Oh, there it is. Look, we found it. Where'd you go, puppy? There you are. Look at that. It's not really a nut, is it? It's more like a ring. Is that a nut? No, it's not a nut. Is there a nut in here somewhere? I have a collection of small little tiny screws and odds and ends from taking things apart. Wonder if this fits. We're not going to be that lucky, are we? Well, we are in luck. Okay. This is going to be easier than I thought. to take this apart to see the components. Should we do that? Maybe we shouldn't. Let's not fool around. Let's just get this done. Let's just get this put together. This is where I tend to break things. There's nothing there. That's the motor. There's the wires. Where's the electronic? Where are the electronic components? Down there? Oh, anyways. Maybe in here. We'll leave it. Where are you, spindle? There you are. I should go the other way, shouldn't I? Genius. So what happens, the AC current from the outlet, AC is alternating current. So what that means is the positive and the negative current reverses. It alternates. It's like a sine wave, right? So when the wave is up, it's positive. When it goes below the zero on the x-axis, it's negative. So that's an alternating current. The direct current is the electronic current. The electric current is flowing in one direction only. It doesn't go in reverse. It doesn't reverse itself. So the sine wave, it's not a sine wave. It'll be the transformer steps down the voltage from 120 volts out of the wall outlet in North America, the rest of the world's 240, down to, let's say, 16 volts, right? There's a bridge rectifier which converts the alternating current to DC, which is direct current. So it moves, the wave loses the bottom portion. I don't know what the wave is called, but it's a little bunch of M's put together right beside each other, right? So the bridge rectifier cuts out the bottom portion. The capacitor stores excess voltage, and when required, it will give off some voltage. So what happens is the current's moving from peak to zero, right? That's the direct current. So the capacitor will give off some voltage every time the current touches the zero on the x-axis. In North America, it's at 60 hertz, which means the current repeats every 60 times a second. Again, I'm not good with the terminology of electronics, right? So the sine wave will repeat 60 times a second. That's the 60 hertz. Outside North America, we're at 50 hertz. What the capacitor does, it smooths out that wave, those little humps, so it gives off a little bit of electricity when the wave hits 0. So it'll kind of flatten out the little hills, right? It'll become straight. What you want is a completely straight line. When you look at the oscillator, you want to see a straight line with the current, not like this. Let me draw this. Okay. Alternating current. It's a sine wave, right? Positive, and then it becomes negative, and then positive, and then negative, right? It reverses itself. So at one point you're getting a positive current, then you're getting negative current, then a positive current, then negative current, right? The DC circuit, the bridge rectifier, here's voltage, here's time, that's the voltage, right? So it'll be more like this, right? So you get the peak of the voltage and it comes down to 0. The capacitor will we'll try to get it a flat line to give a constant voltage. Hope that makes sense. That's why I'm not a prof. Anyways, tell me, I need it. No, it's a Phillips. Like, honestly, why do we have these triangle heads just for the bottom screws? Flabbergasted. Where do they use triangle screws? Where was this made? Made in China. I'm shocked. All right. Was it as simple as that? It's performing pretty well. These triangle screw heads. The Robertson is a far superior. It's a far superior screw head over the Phillips. All right. We have liftoff. Thanks, guys. Talk to you later.